Hello, my name is Kenneth Martinson, and I'm with Strings in the Springs. Palm Springs' first ever dedicated string quartet series for the Coachella Valley. And our series will be doing two concerts in Palm Springs and Rancho Mirage at the Camelot Theater and the McCallum Theater, respectively. And this endeavor will be powered by my own company, Gems Music Publications, which is a sole proprietorship of mine. So the plan for Strings in the Springs will be to do 4 to 5 concerts a year, and they will be during the months of October, November, March, April, and May. These are high season months for the Coachella Valley when we have most of the residents are here and lots of visitors from out of town, so that will maximize the audience possibilities. We will be inviting top-notch string quartets from all over the United States, and each quartet will do 2 performances each, one at the Camelot Theater and one at the McCallum Theater. And the programming will consist of 2 string quartets and then a string quintet with myself playing the second viola. And repertoire we'll be doing will be a mix of the standard string quartet repertoire and some adventurous material, stuff that hasn't been heard, or even things that might be a little challenging for the audience. And this series will also have the artists do some educational concerts at the various local schools, which would promote the series, but would also just promote music and string playing in all of these schools, so we can have vibrant music programs in the area. And the goal for my series will be for the concerts to appeal to the entire Coachella Valley community, every demographic, every age, every economic and racial component of our community. So the mission statement for Strings in the Springs is as follows. Strings in the Springs strives to bring beautiful string quartet chamber music to the Coachella Valley region for everyone to enjoy, provide a setting where people can develop a love for the most fantastic and enriching genre of music, and inspire the minds and dreams of the younger generations of our community. And the vision statement will be the goal for Strings in the Springs is to develop a universal enjoyment in every member of the Coachella Valley community for the awesome power and beauty of the string quartet and its amazing and deep repertoire. The management team that I will be working with, of course, will be myself running it from the artistic side and contracting side. And with the Camelot Theater, I'll be working with Eric Smith, who is the theater manager and director of operations. And at the McCallum Theater, I'll be working with Eduardo Estrada, who is vice president of operations. So the management plan for uh, this endeavor, it will be essentially run by myself, and as I said, will exist under my company, Gems Music Publications, my sole proprietorship. So I'll be taking 100% of the risk and the blame for everything that happens with my series. That puts a lot of burden on me, I realize. But that will make me that much more energized and, you know, willing to do the work to make sure that the series is a success. So, and I will basically have the same arrangement with both Eric Smith and Eduardo Estrada from their respective theaters. I will be signing a master agreement for the hall rental with the theater and with the theater manager. And I will be signing the artist agreements and working with the managers of the guest string quartets, and also working with those quartets on the repertoire that we're going to be doing. Um, and Eric and Eduardo will be working with their staffs who take care of the things like marketing, ticketing, and running the facility the days of the concerts. Now they will be doing that part, but I also will be helping with the marketing aspect to supplement the work that they're doing and that's built into their theater already. And for goals for the organization, I will have to be working with the other Palm Springs arts organizations on finding the 5 dates that we plan to do for the first season, which would be 2023, 24. And I'll have to carefully choose 4 to 5 top-notch string quartet ensembles from the United States to come to be invited for our first season. And have to work with managers of each of these groups to secure those dates and the repertoire and the performance contracts and the fees. Um, and so I'll be working also probably directly with the groups on the repertoire that we're going to do, which will be the characteristic of this particular series, to always have a viola quintet with myself performing and having some standard piece and then some unusual piece or rarely heard piece to expand the audience's knowledge and of the vast number of pieces in our repertoire. Um, this series, especially being brand new, will have to be very aggressively marketed in order to assure the profitability. And since I'm taking complete responsibility, it will be in my vested interest to do that. Um, I'll also be carefully monitoring this ticket sales as the series goes on and gets marketed and advertised. Um, I will also be taking responsibility for the quartet doing educational outreach and trying to hit all of the different schools in the Coachella Valley. Um, a major goal of mine is for this series to be profitable over the next 5 years and have well-attended concerts. And just from a musical standpoint, it's my goal to improve the cultural literacy of the Coachella Valley in terms of their knowledge of string quartets and its literature. Um, Also, the goal will be to have the highest level of performances possible that will inspire the audiences to come and hear even more string quartets in the future with the series. And lastly, I have the goal of having this series be a series that can be enjoyed by the entire Coachella Valley community with every demographic, every age group, young and old, every economic status. And uh, that's very important to me because I know that classical music uh, has a current stigma of being, for just rich people and for white or European people. But really, it's the music just transcends all of that, and so I'd like this series to be a vehicle for the transcending of those stereotypes about classical music. So that is my presentation, and let's hope it's a success.